early. I thought it was
not super.
Hi, we're live. Okay, so this is our second interview for today. So the first of the week. And if any of you watching, whether you're watching live, watching the recording, and you don't know what I'm doing, I'm interviewing. I don't know what I'm doing now.
What am I doing?
I ask that every day. Now I'm interviewing all the speakers, all the amazing speakers that are going to be sharing their advice, tips, tools, experience on the online summit that is starting May the 11th. It's called Take on the World, ladies. Look good and feel amazing, even in lockdown, because if you're anything like me, the lockdown has brought up lots of different feelings. I know a lot of people, as Kim said yesterday, say we're all in the same boat, but maybe we're all in the same sea and everybody's in different boats, right?
That's what I feel like.
Yeah,
we're all in different boats by ourselves.
Different boats. But if we realise that we can jump to a different boat if we wanted to make us feel better, then we can. And I suppose that's my goal for this summit, is if anybody is having feelings of anxiety or stress or concern, that they're going to get so many different nuggets and they're going to end up feeling amazing and ready to take on the world. So if you haven't got your ticket, up there should be a link which will direct to the wonderful Kaye, her speaker profile, and you can also get your ticket there. It's free. So Kaye, if you would like to explain to people, I suppose, first of all, who you are and where you are right now, for starters.
Oh, I'm in Utah, in the States. I'm a little far away. Am I your farthest speaker, or is Sarah farther than me? I guess she's farther, isn't she?
Yeah, she's
Australia's farther than.
It is a global summit, then, really.
It's a global summit. It's awesome. So yeah, I am in Utah. It is dark outside still. I see a little glimmer of sunrise, maybe thinking about starting. So is that all you asked? I think you asked me something else.
With everybody. Well, what is it? Because I love your title. What is your title, Kaye?
Dun, dun, dun. The Queen of Manifesting is my title. Do you like my crown? Isn't that awesome?
That is.
I love my crown.
So share with everybody with what you actually do. What does the Queen of Manifesting do?
All right. Well, I teach people how to get what they want, because I figured out about 2 years ago how to get what I wanted. And I was like, you guys, everybody needs to know this because it works. And so I practiced, I tweaked some things, and I came up with my own 6-step formula to manifest anything you want. And I wrote a book about it, and it is called The Drive-Through Method of Manifesting: 6 Easy Steps to Get Everything You Want.
Brilliant. So what did you used to do, and how did you come about doing this? Ended up doing this?
It's so funny. I was a graphic designer for 20 years, and I ended up having, this is crazy. This is going to sound crazy, but I mean, it was really eye-opening. I grew up really poor, and about 3.5 years ago, my husband and I finally broke 6 figures in our income. And in my inner beliefs about myself, I was poor. And so my subconscious had to find a balance between making 6 figures and believing I'm poor. So within a month, I got fired.
Wow.
That is what I manifested. I manifested a balance.
Because your belief will win, right?
It will always win. So the trick is changing your belief. And that's what I learned. I started about 3 years ago learning how to manifest, learning how to change the programming deep, deep, deep in our subconscious mind. So, wow, it was huge. We are back to 6 figures. And luckily we are climbing, not dropping.
Even in lockdown.
Yes, even in lockdown. Actually, I've been amazed how much my business has been thriving in the lockdown. It's actually been really awesome. The only thing that I am missing out on is speaking live places.
Yeah.
So, I speak a lot, but now I have to speak a lot on the computer.
Yeah.
Instead of on a stage. So that's been my big struggle, is the energy of a room full of people. I really miss that.
Right.
But I'm great on the computer. I'm used to it. I've been doing it a lot. I've given a lot of presentations by computer. It's different.
This is why I think everybody, doesn't matter what industry they come from. I mean, you know that I come from the fitness industry, and
Right.
I'm so glad I sort of physically left that industry 3 years ago, because it breaks my heart seeing all these, group exercise instructors, personal trainers, they've had their lives put on hold.
Yeah.
And now they realize they've got to find a way to actually get online, right?
Yeah.
But the same with them, it's going to be a very different experience to teaching in a live environment where you get all that energy. But, we've all had to just pivot, right?
Exactly. And it's good. I think it's a good thing, because we're developing new skills. We're developing a different audience, a bigger audience, I think. We're actually spreading our influence more than we were before. Exactly. So it's different, but I think it's actually better in many ways.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think when we look back, hindsight's a wonderful thing, right?
Yeah.
Because at the time, it can feel like it was the worst thing ever, furloughed or lost your job or whatever.
Right.
But because everybody's been forced to sit back, have a rethink, evaluate what's important to them, then they can come out of this maybe following their true passion and actually thriving even more at the end of it, right? Especially after they've listened to you, Kelly, because when they realize that actually they can have anything they want, right?
Yeah. Literally. You're not going to suddenly be able to sprout wings and fly, but anything you want that does not break the laws of the universe, you can have it. It's kind of shocking, actually, the things I have manifested, the things I have seen my clients manifest. It's kind of mind-boggling. But when you change your belief about what you can be, do, or have, you can be, do, or have anything that you set your mind to. You just do the formula every day. It's so easy. Every day you do the formula, and the formula ends in an action step. That's the most important part. Do the action step. When you do that every day, you are moving towards that goal. You can't help but get it. You can't help but manifest what you want when you do the formula every day.
There you go. Great advice. And as I was, totally different subject earlier, speaking with a menopause coach, but the same thing as in, when I say that, when people say want to change their appearance, how their body looks, we know, because we're looking at it's there, that things are not going to change after the first workout.
Exactly. Right?
It takes consistent daily action and changes to get that. But people can see that with their eyes, right?
Right.
Whereas when you're manifesting, so when it's something that isn't seen with the physical eye,
right,
they've still got to understand that it is going to take effort. It's not like you're saying you can manifest anything you want and boom, it appears. There is an action there.
Right.
That you've just got to do consistently, day in, day out, day out. And like you say, you can't not manifest it.
Yeah. Can't help. It'll show up.
Awesome. But we live in we want it now.
Instant gratification.
instant. Well,
Right?
we've been brainwashed. Well, because we can pick up the phone, we can order, even in lockdown, you could order a pizza.
Thank goodness.
But it might take time. Anything, whether so all you amazing speakers, whatever you're speaking on, really, there is a common thread, because whether it's personal training or exercise, to see change is going to take, I would say 6 to 12 weeks. But even all the other stuff to do with what's going up here, just because you hear something once doesn't mean change is going to happen. So when you listen to Kelly's talk about, well, her whole program, really, just because you've heard about it and you have that aha moment, because I can guarantee that you will when you hear her,
for sure,
in itself isn't going to make the change. It's if you actually take action on what she's telling you to do,
right,
consistently. And that do you find working with your clients that that is the most difficult thing, because a belief is so ingrained in the subconscious that in the beginning maybe it doesn't seem like it's going to happen, right?
Oh yeah, they get discouraged sometimes because we are so addicted to instant gratification. But doing the formula is not hard. It's an easy thing to do every day. So although sometimes the action step you get might not be easy, and you can't see where you have to be on your path to get the thing you want to manifest. So like, where's the camera? So like your goal's out here, right? And you're here, and the path to your goal is like all over the place, but you can't see it. And usually what I think is happening is that if you could see your whole path, you would say, never mind.
Right.
You would say, that's too hard. There's no way I can get there. But that's the beauty of a daily action step.
Yeah.
All you have to see is your next step.
Yeah.
Your next step is doable. And as you get closer and closer to the thing you want to manifest, you've been doing this every day. You have developed new skills.
There you go.
So the skills and courage and knowledge you need to be up here happens along the way. So when you get up to that step that back here looks impossible, by the time you're that far, it's nothing. So you change on the way. And that's, to me, that's why you can't see the whole path at once, or you would freak out and run away.
Absolutely, because it will seem too big a goal, too big a change, and then we get overwhelmed, and then we don't want to do anything.
Exactly.
Whereas baby steps, that next step, doable. Next step, doable, and over time. And you're right, it's habits, and I think that's what everyone, even with the last call, that's exactly what I said, was anything that is easy to do is also easy not to do. And that's the thing, right?
That is so true.
That is the thing. So, it's easy, but it doesn't work if you don't do it.
It doesn't. Sadly.
So you've got to do. So, just because it's easy to do, it's about creating that habit of doing, right?
Exactly. Habits are so important.
Oh, so important. So who have been your, I don't know, people that you sort of followed then before to do with, say, the law of attraction? Who are your people?
So many.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know of all of them over there. A lot of them are, American, but Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Brené Brown. And although she does not talk about manifesting, she talks about qualities you need to be a good manifester.
Right.
So she's not directly into manifesting, but what she teaches, I think, is essential to getting your mindset where you can manifest. And I love her. I used to say I want to be Brené Brown when I grow up because I love her.
There you go. You feel that everybody, I feel that there's a lot of people out there that maybe misunderstand the whole idea, the whole law of attraction thing.
Yeah.
And like I said, like for me, the sort of first time I really sort of got into this kind of stuff was through Bob Proctor, one of the teachers on the film The Secret.
Yes.
And so I was having discussions with one of the coaches, and I was able to pre-order the film The Secret, the original one with Esther Hicks.
Awesome.
And the best piece of advice I was ever given was by one of Bob's coaches was, there's so much depth to that film. Watch it twice a day for a month.
Wow.
And at the time I thought, you're crazy. You're having a nut. You know, resistance comes up. And all these excuses. I'm too busy and I've got a baby and a 4-year-old. I've got this and that. But I did. And the outcome of that, we actually ended up opening our own fitness studio in the Algarve. And we never would have had it. I totally believe that if I hadn't have done consistently twice a day for 60 times. And when I speak to people, I think they misunderstand what is being taught. Oh,
they do.
Yeah. And
I did.
You did in the
time. I did the first time, totally.
Right, there you go. So for people who may have this, you know, they think, oh, this is silly. You know, it's not, you know, you can't just ask the universe for something and it appear. What do you have to say for people who are maybe have watched it just once and misunderstood the message?
Oh, that's a really good question. I actually did that. I listened to the book and watched the movie together. I did them both only one time. And I decided at the end of the book, which I did second, that I was going to do what Rhonda Byrne did with my glasses. You know, how she healed her eyesight by doing, you know, all the things, right? And I was like, oh, I'm going to do this. And so I went to bed one night, the night after I read it, positive that I could manifest healing my eyesight. And of course I didn't. I'm wearing glasses right now. But it's so funny that I thought that I understood it enough to just do it all in one night. I had such a terrible understanding of manifesting. It's hilarious. But I think everybody that first watches that is like, oh, I can do that. And so they wish really hard, because that's what I did. I was like, well, if I wish hard enough and be excited that it's coming, it's going to happen, right? Yeah. Totally left out all the steps from the manifesting formula.
There you go.
Yeah. So, of course, I woke up with terrible vision as usual. And I thought, well, that was a load of crap. And I gave it up for like 10 years. And then 3 years ago, I learned how to actually manifest.
Right.
I figured out the steps, and now I manifest all the time, and I love it. So, yeah, there's definitely a learning curve with manifesting.
Totally. So for those who, you know, maybe have watched that film or followed other people and you think, oh, this, you know, it doesn't work, please come to the summit, listen to Kelly. It might be put in a different way so that you can hear it, because sometimes you have to hear these things over and over and in different ways for you to finally get it, and then realize that it's a little bit more complicated than just ask and it is given. What they're saying, I'm not putting any of it down. That's not what I'm trying to say. But what I'm saying is there's just a little bit more into it.
Yeah.
Into the process, right? There is that action.
You know what? When I give this presentation, every time people come up to me afterwards and they always tell me, I have never understood manifesting before you explained it.
Brilliant.
So I explain it really well.
As you do. I know, because I've seen you in action.
That's right. You've been there.
The queen of manifesting. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And if anybody is having struggles or, you know, and think that all is lost, please, it's far from lost. It really is
not lost at all.
Absolutely. Anything that you want. You know, we are in a, I think it's a very unique setting because
Right.
I do feel that maybe people that have been living their lives, doing the things that they have to do to pay the bills, and maybe not totally happy, not following their purpose.
Yeah.
Now it's given them some time to self-reflection and now really focus on what is it you actually really want.
Yes.
And then when you've made that decision, come to the summit, listen to Kelly's presentation, follow the formula. And when we do get out of lockdown, things can be very, very different.
Very different. Yes. It's going to be amazing.
Awesome. Well, I'm so looking forward to it. Thank you. I'm absolutely honored to have you involved in this all the way from Utah.
Thank
so
you.
6 o'clock in the morning for you, girl. Maybe go and have some breakfast.
I will. Thank you.
Thanks
for having me.
See you again. Bye.
Bye.